Hi everyone, today I'm making the authentic pork vindaloo from my cookbook, the Curry Guy Bible. I've had a lot of requests for this one, so let's make it. So the only difference between what I'm going to do for you here today and what's in my book is I simplified the recipe in my book a little bit with ground spices. Today we're going to make a vindaloo masala. It's very easy and really worth the time. So in this pan, I'm going to start toasting some spices. And we've got some cumin, some coriander, a couple of chili peppers, some fenugreek seeds as well. Over here, I got some cloves, some cardamom, green cardamom, just the seeds from the green cardamom, and some black pepper. And I'm also going to be adding some cinnamon. Now the cinnamon, I want to show this to you, that is cassia bark, that is cinnamon. Cinnamon is really, you can break it apart very easily, just like paper almost. And that's really what you want to be looking for, because cassia bark, although it tastes like cinnamon, it'll ruin your grinder. It's not great. And that's just gonna melt in your mouth. This cassia stuff, you can just throw it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and toast these. And all I'm doing is I'm toasting them until they're warm to the touch. I don't want them to smoke at all because we're not trying to burn these or anything, because we're just bringing out the natural oils from the different ingredients here. So this is only gonna take about a minute or so. I'll just touch that with the back of my hand. And you'll notice that they become fragrant as you do this. So when they turn warm to the touch and they're fragrant, they're ready to get off the heat and you can grind them. That's feeling nice and toasty now, and you can really smell it in the room, so that's when it's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my spice grinder. And we're gonna grind that to a very, very fine powder. So I've got a nice powder there now. Needs to be ground a little bit more, so I'm adding some more ingredients anyway. So we got a nice powder there going. To this powder, I'm going to add garlic and ginger paste, a couple tablespoons of that. Some green chilies, I think I got about 3 green finger chilies there. A little bit of chili powder. The rest is going to be cooked into the curry itself. Some light brown sugar. And here I've got some coconut vinegar. You could just use white wine vinegar if that's what you've got. But that's coconut vinegar. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of that in there, just to help make it into a paste. And I think I've got everything here. Yeah, I do. I'm going to put a little bit of turmeric in there as well, just a tiny bit. And then we're going to blend this into a paste. And now I've got a nice vindaloo paste, which is actually going to be a marinade. So I'm going to take this bowl right here, and I'm going to put all this marinade that I've got into the bowl. So there you go. You have a nice vindaloo marinade there. To that, I'm going to add the pork. And so we got about 800 grams, almost 2 pounds of pork there. And I'm just gonna mix that really well so that the meat is completely coated in this nice marinade. This is smelling so good. It's really gonna be a nice curry. Now you could let this marinate for a good, up to 4 hours or so, because it has some vinegar in it. So you wanna maybe at the very most 4 hours. I'm gonna let this just marinate for the next few minutes or so while I'm cooking up the rest of the dish before I add it. And I find that works just fine as well. Okay, so we got that all marinating now. I'm gonna put that over to the side. And then I'm going to, in this pan, add some coconut oil. And the coconut oil is just going to sit there and melt. And when it does melt, Okay, so to this oil, I'm gonna add some slivered garlic. We just want to brown this. We don't want to burn it or anything like that, because garlic will burn very quickly. We just want to soften it, and that's why I've kind of taken it off the heat, giving it a nice lightly golden texture, softening the garlic inside. And that looks plenty right there. And I'm going to just take this garlic out. There we are. And we'll put it to the side. And now I'm going to cook this. I brought this pot back from me. I brought this pot back from me from Goa, so I'm going to cook in it. Okay, so I got some mustard seeds here. I'm just going to add these to the hot oil in there. And when they hit that oil, they're going to, because the oil is quite hot, they're going to start crackling. And that's when they were crackling, they're bursting. So they're adding their flavor to the oil. And as soon as that happens, which is happening right now, I'm not sure if you can hear that or not, I'm going to add some curry leaves. And these curry leaves are also going to flavor the oil and give it that Vindaloo flavor that I'm looking for, the Goan Vindaloo. To that, we only need to do that for about 30 seconds or so. I'm going to add a couple of onions. Now in Goa, they'd be using red onions. I'm using a white onion. I don't think it makes a big difference. And I'm also going to add a little bit of salt to those onions just to help release some of the moisture. We're just going to let these onions cook down for a little while till they're just soft and translucent. If you want a deeper flavor, you could also cook them longer and bring them almost to a brown, but I like it just kind of like a soft, translucent texture, which just gives it a nice flavor. All right, so these onions are coming together now. They're almost ready to carry on with the recipe. I'll tell you a little bit about the difference between a Goan Vindaloo and curry house style Vindaloo. And that is, in curry houses, you're very unlikely to find pork for religious reasons. But also, Vindaloos in curry houses are known for being very, very spicy. And that's not what this dish is about. Yes, it has some spice in it, it has the chilies in it, has a little bit of chili powder, but it's all a mix. It's just a very well-balanced blend of warming spices and the hot spices as well. So it really doesn't taste anything like a Vindaloo that you get at a curry house. So I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric to these onions, a half teaspoon there, and a little bit of another half teaspoon or so of chili powder. Now chili powder, you can always add more, so if you want to, at the end of the recipe, if you think that, okay, this isn't spicy enough for me, then add some more chili powder or add some more green chilies and that will make it spicy for you. But I'm trying to give you what's as close to what I learned in Goa as I can. Okay, so that's looking really nice now. To that, I'm going to add about 400 grams of chopped tomatoes. Those in there, give it a good stir. And to that, in goes all this marinated pork. So we're just going to add that all to it. Let's see here. There we are. I'm going to just stir that all into the base masala there. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of tamarind. So that's just tamarind concentrate. It'll give it a nice tart flavor. We're also going to be adding some more lime juice. We'll be adding some vinegar to this as well, because the authentic Vindaloo is quite tart. It's tart, it's spicy, it's savory, it's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit of everything. Okay, now all I've got to do for this is I've got some chicken stock here. I'm just going to add enough to cover the meat. So there we are. That's probably about 250 milliliters or a cup or so. And then we're going to Add this garlic. Probably could keep a couple out so I can use it as a garnish. Add that garlic, whole head of garlic there. Cut into slivers. We're gonna stir that in as well. This is already smell. I can't try it because it's raw, but it smells so good. Here we are. Now, I'm just gonna take this, cover it, and we're gonna let that just simmer for about an hour, maybe a little bit longer. It's ready when it's ready. When that pork is just fall apart tender, that's when the curry is ready. So we'll give it an hour and we'll see how it looks. All right, this has been cooking now for a good hour, maybe an hour and a bit. I can already see that the pork is gonna be absolutely so tender. I'm gonna try this sauce first. Just gonna give it just a drop of coconut vinegar, a little bit of lime juice. This is, like I say, it's a really well balanced. You're gonna get tart flavors in this. You're gonna get sweet flavors in this. Savory. Pretty much every taste bud is gonna get a treat. There we are. And just a tiny bit of salt here. That's authentic Goan Vindaloo, ready to go. Just give it another spoon here. And give it a try. Oh yeah, that is spot on. Gotta give this a try. Thank you very much for watching. I've got a lot more videos on the way, so be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Fiery, tangy, packed with deep, punchy flavor. It's nothing like a curry house style vindaloo. Instead, it's a beautiful balanced curry built on vinegar, garlic, dried chilies, and warming spices with pork that becomes meltingly tender as it cooks. You've got to give this a try.